I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Okay, guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Underdeveloped, man. And one thing you gotta learn is when you're beekeeper, you gotta protect your hive, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta protect the hive.
Protect the hive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of bee puns in this movie. So yeah, guys, we're doing a review today for The Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham. Another Statham action flick to begin the year off.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in my good graces because he has the Meg 2 along with Expendables.
Yeah,
So,
we put him in the fucking worst list twice.
You know what I mean?
And that's why it has 2 Jason Stathams in the thumbnail.
Yep. This is The Beekeeper. It's directed by David Ayer. He has a resume. He has hits and he has misses. He's directed films such as Suicide Squad, Training Day, classic.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it, but I heard it's a classic.
Yeah.
And, of course, Denzel got his Oscar for that movie.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm. And he also did The Tax Collector with Shia LaBeouf. And what else he did?
He did Bright and Fury.
Bright.
And
Bright
Fury.
and Fury, yeah. So a good movie and then a not so good movie.
Yeah, because Bright was... Ugh.
Yeah, I never seen it. I seen bits of it. I did not fuck with it.
Uh-huh.
Beekeeper, basically, Jason Statham plays this beekeeper. He plays a beekeeper. He's working on this old lady, Phylicia Rashad's estate. You know what I mean? They had this emotional conversation about how you've been taking care of me, and you know what I mean? And he's been, minding his bees in the space that she lets him use, and occasionally he brings her honey. So in this opening scene, they end up doing their own things during the day. She goes back into the house while he tends to his bees, and she's just on her laptop handling some business. And next thing you know, she gets a fraud alert on her thing. I know better than to just completely ignore that shit. I don't call the number.
But old people are different.
They have that's why when her daughter was helping her with her fucking,
yeah, if her daughter was around, there's no way in hell this plot would have happened.
If her daughter was around, like, not even that, if her daughter, next time, older women, my grandma included, when we're showing you how to use the technology, really try to understand it. Not as this is young people shit, fuck it.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get used. Because you actually use your computer. So you should really learn how to use it. Like, my dad's like that. My dad's coming in and still asking me dumb questions. Like, no.
My mom's like that, too.
Like, figure it out. Or at least when I show you, remember it. And try to actually learn it so you don't have to get caught. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because to me, it's like, if you're an avid computer user and you have, like, personal data on this laptop, you should know better about these fraudulers. It's obviously fraud.
If you have stuff in here that's important, then you should know a lot about it.
Yeah, so one of those fraudulers that tells you to call a number, those things that we know to avoid, but she didn't.
Yeah.
She calls them up, and we saw the shit show. She got everything robbed. She basically has this account with this charity that she works. She manages an account for this charity, and she basically gets scammed out all of her money, and she's heartbroken, and she kills herself.
Yeah.
And Jason Statham finds her with her head blown off, and her daughter, who works in FBI, came by, and they both saw the scene, and then they started talking about what's going on. Like, she lets Jason Statham know that, she's been hacked and robbed of all the money. Mm-hmm. So he hears this and he's like, oh, word? All right, we gonna bet. You know what I mean? And this leads him on a death mission to find these hackers and kill them, which he does. He finds them, blows up their offices. Yeah. And then he works his way up to the top. And the top goes to the top. To the fucking president of the United States. Yeah. It is one giant conspiracy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty much him killing his way up to the highest of the food chain.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. So this movie's really like John Wick. You know what I mean? They take one thing, they blow it out of proportion, and leads him on this one-man death mission to kill like a lot of people. Only difference is that he doesn't have a gun. And he makes a lot of bee puns.
He doesn't really use guns like that. He uses
guns. He likes chopping people's fingers off. He likes blowing shit up.
He likes hanging people.
And and fucking making bee puns like he's Mr. Freeze with freeze puns.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But of course we know that he's like a retired agent from this very secret service thing, very secret top military death group, whatever called the Beekeepers.
The Beekeepers.
And he's dispatched, but then he goes back into his, into his shit when it's time.
He comes out of retirement to take care of business.
Sounds familiar? John Wick, baby.
Yeah.
Like, nobody had John Wick elements, but this was really a rip-off of John Wick.
Yeah, in terms of just even basic plot structure, this is the same movie.
Literally. He's part of a secret organization of assassins. Mm-hmm. Something bad happens to somebody he loves. Well, one of it was his dog. This one was his old lady that took care of him. Made him feel happy. You know what I'm saying? And he leaves on a whole death mission.
No, like, really, the only thing they're missing is a scene at the end where he goes and adopts a new pet bee.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so that's pretty much the movie. So what do you think?
This movie, like, I was expecting to hate this movie going into it.
Yeah.
It did not. The trailers did not make it look fun at all. I thought it was going to be a boring-ass Jason Statham movie, whereas a stupid premise, but it's not going to be actually entertaining, like The Meg 2.
Well, this movie, when I watched the trailers, I thought the premise was interesting. I like the idea of, like, you know what I mean, like, getting back at the rich, you know what I mean, for taking advantage of people that, you know, that can't take care of themselves, you know what I mean, like, rich taking advantage of poor and busting up, because that's, like, the real criminality, like, murder, all that shit, gangster shit, drug dealing, yeah, that's bad, but, like, they also, like, a lot of white-collar criminals who are even worse, who's, like, Wall Street motherfuckers who scam people all the time, you know what I mean, like, these Wolf of Wall Street types, and it's good for them to get their comeuppance, like, these people in power, corrupting our systems, paying law enforcement to keep them clean, and powerful people to keep them clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good for him. I like the idea of him literally physically beating up corruption. Mm-hmm. So I like that. Kind of like Batman, you know what I mean? You know, meets John Wick. And so, like,
I'm Batman.
Yeah. So, like, I was cool with that.
I'm
I was
Batwick.
like Batman fucked the bee. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was cool with it. I was like, I like that, but I had a feeling that this is a Statham movie, so they're probably going to take this potentially intriguing premise and just pervert it and just make it into a cheesy action flick with no real, which is very hollow and vapid and is whatever.
Which it kind of is, but after
it's so much fun.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't really start off that way, but after a certain point, it just kind of gets that way. It's a movie that kind of grows on you in terms of how, like, it's definitely not like a particularly good movie, but you kind of revel in how ridiculous it gets.
Yeah, like, so basically he has to kill. Basically, the warehouse that he blows up that was like scamming these people is part of a large operation that has offices all over the world. That, you know, does pretty much the same thing but in different ways, but they all generate billions of dollars, and it's this multi-billion-dollar business that's managed by this young 28-year-old tycoon played by Josh Hutcherson, who happens to be the son of the fucking president.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
The president's brat.
The president's brat. So it leads him to go up that high, and they didn't tell us all this outright. We figured it out.
Yeah, this is told us like halfway through the movie. So by the time
even further, so by the time we got to that point, we was like, "Oh, that's crazy." You know what? But we fucking here for it. Yeah, hell yeah, let's do that. Like, it's insane, over the top, and I love it. Let's get it wrong. If he going there, let's go there. Mm-hmm. And honestly, when watch this movie, I kept talking to Nick. I'm like, yo, we low-key, I could see you low-key playing this game, playing the shit out of this kind of game.
This is just a mission of him. This is like 2 missions of Hitman 3. That's what this movie is. You
have a lot of weapons here, so you're really working from scratch, but you're just being smart about your choices and using your environment to kind of set traps and know how to move and evade. You know,
sometimes even using ridiculous items like a jar of honey to chuck at your opponents.
Like, this dude should be in prison. Like, he beat up a horde of FBI agents, killed some of them. You know what I mean? He's killed some shot the president's son in the head, like, and then got away scot-free. It's like, yo, you know what I mean? You know, and of course, like, and also let's not forget Emmy's character, the daughter of Phylicia Rashad's character, the FBI agent. She's a drunkard. She pulls up to crime scenes drunk. You know what I mean? And knowing everything and being on top of him and taking, like, shit that took them years to figure out, her just figured out in fucking seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm being sloppy and
she's sloppy, she's drunk, and she's getting over her mom's death.
Yeah, get over mom's death, arrogant, and just like, you know, fuck this.
Yeah,
like,
she's such a mess of a person, but she just does everything perfectly.
Yeah, and
it's
I'm
so
like,
funny.
And they're not doing it in like an annoying, contrived way. It's like, no, it's actually, they make it work and they make it funny. It's like, this chick, we live in her world. Like, this is like, she just cops on the scene drunk and just solves shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, obviously this is connected to that and that and that.
Yeah, it made sense because it does. Because if you really think about it, it's obvious. You know, like,
yeah, because like there's no subtlety here.
Yeah,
so it's refreshing to see a detective in a movie like this actually recognize the lack of subtlety.
This movie has zero subtlety and it's cool with it.
Yeah,
and we're cool with it.
Yeah. Because, like, while this is, like, very much a schlocky kind of John Wick ripoff, it's fun in its own way, and I can honestly see some people liking it.
Yeah, honestly, I do. I liked it.
Yeah.
I had a good time with this movie. It's definitely over the top and stupid, kind of like Fast X, but I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun, and if they make a sequel, I may watch it.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, like, I had a good time. It was fun. It's a fun time. Kind of ended abruptly though.
Very
abruptly. Very like, okay, that's it. Cool.
That's it.
And it's just like that. No real kind of gradual like fade out or any kind of this real wrap up.
He snorkels up, gets in the water, and
credits.
Beekeeper.
Yeah, Beekeeper. Like, okay.
Yeah. Oh man.
And also the cinematography in this movie, like the freaking like, it's so non-subtle. It's literally like color graded with a bunch of like of yellow, pretty much. Yellow everywhere.
So much yellow in this movie.
Obviously, this is a movie about bees. You know what I mean? Like, so let's put in the tone. So fucking corny.
I'm legit kind of disappointed never drowned anybody in honey.
Right now, you might as well, honestly.
If you're gonna go this hard with the dumbass
and
bee,
nobody was stung by bees.
No, not once was anyone stung by bees.
Even when they shot a fucking nest of fucking bees.
Which they should have been stung because they're right next to it. The bees are smart enough to recognize you.
Exactly, and they hold grudges.
Yeah, I mean, bees aren't like the smartest animals, but come on, if you're like point blank shooting a gun at their hive, they're gonna know it's you. Come on, they're gonna sting the fuck out of you.
I think there's an animal that holds grudges. I forgot which one.
That's ravens. Ravens hold grudges.
Okay, so if you fuck with them, they'll find you.
If you fuck with them, they'll raise their kids to fuck with you.
That's hilarious.
Yes, entire generations of ravens and crows will gang up on you.
Maybe somebody in the main character's family and the birds fucked with that friend. That's why he went on a rampage. Cause all ravens and crows, right?
Mostly, yeah. For as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm pretty sure there were a lot of pigeons and shit too.
And that movie still's out, right? It didn't get taken off.
Yeah, it didn't get taken off.
Okay, great. Yeah, man. But yeah, I had a real good time with this film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was dumb fun.
Yeah, dumb fun, good fun. I think it is like I think the Rotten Tomatoes score is not that far up. I think I give it like a 60.
Yeah,
like a 65, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
65. 65. Yeah, I think that's
65 is fair, honestly.
Yeah, like 3 points under Rotten Tomatoes score.
Yeah, because like this is like the bare minimum for an enjoyable movie. I feel.
But this is pretty damn good for a Jason Statham movie.
Yeah, because Jason Statham's made a lot of duds, and he has not always done well with us. Again, if you want an actual recommendation of his movie from us, go watch Wrath of Man. That's good.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I fucked with that one.
Yeah. But as for the other ones we've seen from like The Meg 2 and Expendables, no, this is better than those. This is way better than those.
Yeah, for sure. This is a way step up. This definitely is not making my list, even though I really thought it was going to make my list.
Yeah, honestly, I thought this was going to be like one of the worst movies of the year right out of the fucking gate. But no, it actually wasn't.
It wasn't bad.
It actually was okay.
Yeah, just okay.
Yeah.
But fun, which is the most important thing.
Yes.
It's entertainment, you know?
Yeah. It's dumb fun, but that's kind of what you go for.
It is derivative of John Wick, which that's why I lost a lot of points.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're looking for a good time, some action, you're not like that into the cerebral shit, you just want to have a good time, have fun, even laugh a little bit of some absurdity, then this is the movie for you.
Yeah. Or if you just want to question why Jeremy Irons is in this movie, also watch this movie for that.
Makes no sense, but hey, he's here, he's square.
Yeah. He's here. That being said, please make sure you support movies you like in the local movie theaters. Go support them all. Go hit the like, subscribe button, and we'll see you next time for some more movie reviews and other content.
Later, guys.